like a late outlaw, man.
Don't you know me? I'm the man who won. Woman, don't try to love me, don't try to understand. A life upon the road is the life of an outlaw man.
This video is from a recent trip I took to Morehead City, North Carolina to bottom fish with my brother and some of his friends. I'd never caught a grouper before, and we really got into them. The weather wasn't great, but the bite was so good that we had a really awesome trip. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Snapper. That's a big snapper.
Once we started fishing, we got off to a very quick start. This is my brother's friend Hayes. He got into that red snapper that was north of 20 pounds. They're out of season, so we had to throw it back, but as soon as he got back down on the bottom, he hooked into this grouper.
That's a gag.
That is a gag?
Yeah, nice gag.
All right, come here, Wyatt. Yeah, he's big. Is he hooked good? I can't see. He's swimming around the damn boat.
Yeah, he's hooked good.
Yes, sir!
Let's hook him and cook him, baby.
Yes, sir!
This was actually the first gag grouper I'd ever seen in person, and it was a hair under 20 pounds, an extremely respectable fish, especially for the first one I'd ever laid eyes on. So I was fishing a sea bass rig at first, but after Hayes did that, I picked up a grouper rod pretty quickly.
There he is. You got it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Turn the whole thing on.
Oh, it's on.
I don't know what that is.
Snapper. Red.
Barely loose.
Whew.
Yeah, that one's still right there.
Oh no. Oh. It went into his mouth.
So in this video, we are fishing strictly ledges. Those are rocky drop-offs, I think. Down there, you know, the depth change may be 5 feet, it may be 10 feet, but the fish relate to that. And that's what we're targeting these grouper on.
It's a grouper.
Oh!
Be my first gag grouper.
You might, yeah, I think it's probably good.
Oh really?
It's close. Break it all in. Oh my God. What'd you do?
Going to try to explain this quickly because it's boring to stare at the same frame for a while, but that is about a 10 or 12 ounce bank sinker. In my hand there is a 3-way swivel, and on both sides of that 3-way swivel we have 100-pound fluorocarbon. You can see it's crimped. You can't really tie a line that's that big. You're using 100-pound fluorocarbon because you need a lot of abrasion resistance when you're grouper fishing, because the bottom that they live in is very jagged, and if one does run you down into the bottom, which is exactly what they try to do when you hook one, they will cut that line very easily on that rock. So fluorocarbon has a lot of abrasion resistance, and that is the best move for this. You can see we're using frozen menhaden. They're sitting on top of the cooler right there. And then we have 100-pound braid main line attached to that fluorocarbon, but we have a decent bit of fluorocarbon, you know, on either side of that 3-way swivel. So if they do get you down there, you don't want your braid getting anywhere near those rocks.
I feel like I might drop him. Oh yeah.
25.
Heck yeah.
If you don't bleed your fish, I don't even know. You must not like to eat them that much.
I didn't. Ooh.
You can see I'm actually having to strip line off this reel even though I have a 12-ounce weight on there. That's because we fish for grouper with such tight drag that it actually starts to slow down the free spool on a reel. But that's, yeah, you got to fish for them if you want to get them up.
Spinning. It's a gag. Little gag.
Got it.
Yeah.
So this was new to me. I think this is something with grouper fishing and other types of bottom fishing, but you can see we've got those fish just laying in the deck. That's because you want to get back down there as quickly as possible while the fish are biting and while you're over top of them, because they will shut back down. So you want to, get in there when the fishing's good. The fish can stand to sit out for a minute or two before you carry them to the cooler, which is what I'm doing right here. Fishing was really good, so I decided to experiment a little bit. It's a 7-inch fluke I have right there and a 2-ounce jig head, fishing that on 50-pound braid to 80-pound fluorocarbon leader. Just wanted to show those fish something different and see if I could maybe catch a grouper on a jig.
There's still fish here. Why? Your bait might have come off. Might have a decent bass here. Another bass. Oh, it's a bit wavy. Should I put that big one on? I'm gonna do one more like this. Oh. Snapper. Yeah, that wouldn't go very well. Nice.
Another gag?
Yeah.
Bass, I think, maybe a small grouper. Uh-oh. Waking up. Is it? It feels different, man. No, it is a snapper. One of those rare and endangered red snapper. Back to a grouper rig. about to get one more bass. Hold on. That's not a bass. I don't have a bass. Let me live my dream. Let it be something else. Again, grouper on the jig. No.
What is that, number 6? 7?
Whew. They like the jig, man.
A little different than your standard metal jig that most people would use, and the sea bass loved this thing, and I caught a couple groupers on it, so definitely something to play with in the future. Switched up to a metal jig right here on my little brother's rod.
This feels different. Oh. Dude, that is by far biggest pinfish I've ever seen.
Chasing tails right there.
Yo!
Yeah, that's massive.
What? Is there, like, it's probably bigger than this, but you put that back down live, see what happens. Keep it for bait though. Dude, that is insane. That thing is 13 inches long. Dude, what? That thing is absurd. I didn't know they got that big. Uh-oh. Whoa.
Damn, all right.
It's feeling bonita-like.
Get a gas ready.
Should I just go for it?
Yeah. Wait on me.
No, it's a, oh, he might be in your line.
Yeah, just lift up the line. Save that for bait.
Woo! There's some good bait.
I'm pretty convinced that there is not a better cut bait out there than fresh false albacore or skipjack tuna.
State record pin. Yeah, we're on them, baby! That one might be bigger than mine.
I was like, what is this?
They're biting my jig too. They bite so hard.
Yeah, I got a group of my pulls up into this.
That's your black belly bait though. Uh-oh. I got a nice fish.
Okay.
Yeah, he's about.
Just keep fighting.
What is it?
It's a grouper.
There's got to be a grouper. Oh, God, dude.
Don't let him rock.
Oh! Oh man, he cut the braid. I probably just broke it, but I have had to put heat on him. You know?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's only 20 pounds.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, this is a good one.
Is that a grouper?
Yeah.
And Yep, that's grouper. You get him, Hayes. Yeah, he's hooked good. He's hooked good.
Nice.
Nice fish.
Nice fish, Wyatt.
Yeah.
Hope he's not a red snapper. Can you put it in neutral?
Yep.
Just because he's coming from the side. I can't even see him and I'm at mono.
Red snapper.
Damn it. Okay. All right.
Hayes biting.
Yeah, we picked up on a good little flurry there on those grouper and that nice red snapper. Had to go back. But check out these pinfish. Those things, so those are keeper sea bass in there, which they got to be 13 inches to keep, and we weren't keeping anything that was, you know, close to 13. We were making sure they were well over. Those are big pinfish.
I was. I get cleaned out that fast. Yep, it is.
Hey, do you want to fish? Yeah, that's not
I don't know.
nice one. Nah, not a keeper, but it's a gag.
Hate that bonita. Uh-oh.
Get him. Get him. Woo! Yeah. Oh yeah. Bigger one?
Looks nicer.
A little bit.
Pretty close,
Yeah, he
right?
might be.
Yeah, he must.
Yeah,
I'll check him.
yeah, he's probably.
Make myself feel better.
This next fish really got me. I had to go up around the bow, and he bit at a very inopportune time.
Guys! That's a good fish. No, he kicked my butt. I gotta move though. We need to get off this side of the boat or something because we're leaning.
Go to that. Someone go to that side.
Nah, he's pissed.
Nice.
Yep. Oh. Got him. Dude, I was not ready when that fish bit.
This clip also does a good job conveying how rough it was this day. We got tossed around a lot.
He just pinned me so bad. He might have been in the ledge even. You only have to measure that one, right?
And with that, we reached our 4-man limit. You're allowed 1 fish apiece, so that was 4 keepers for us. We moved inshore closer to play around at some wrecks. Got into this sand tiger.
No, I think you're off.
I promise you I'm not.
It's probably wrapped up with the shark crank.
Why, go around the bow. You can probably clear it, you know?
It's only a 7-footer.
You want to move?
Please don't go down or do anything stupid. Short.
I got you, Hayes.
I just wanted to save my sinker.
There you go. That's gone. Oh God, it's gonna get. Watch your hands, Hayes. Oh, we're good.
Oh, I lost the jig.
Look what I saved there.
And that was pretty much our day. We stopped on a wreck and got into some nice sea bass, but that was our final stop. We actually caught a couple redfish out on one of these wrecks that I did not get on video. We had one slot red and one over slot red on these same jigs that I'm catching these sea bass on. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love getting out. Anytime I can get out in the ocean, it's pretty amazing. Different world out there. Mostly going to be freshwater stuff on this channel, but whenever I can bring you this stuff, I will.
Oh, dude, the bass are on. I think I have a nice bass. That one's not hooked. The other one was hanging onto the cut bait. Oh, look at this one.
Nice.
There we go.
Oh, that's a jumbo sea bass.
On the jig. I'm about to get back down there. They're stacked.
Other bait.